Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this HDMI to USB adapter, and I bought this on eBay. It was under $20, and I'll put a link in the description to this on eBay, and if you use that link it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So this takes an HDMI input and it outputs it via USB as a webcam style signal. So I have another device similar to this. It's an Elgato Game Capture HD60, and this also records HDMI, but this one costs a lot more. This one was under 20 bucks. That was I think 160, 170. So this came with a little CD. If you're too young to know, these used to be like before we had flash cards and SD cards, you could store things on here. So this had two pieces of software on it that were really old. It had a pot player and AMCAP. But this works as a webcam, so you can use it with any webcam software like QuickTime on the Mac. You can use the camera app on Windows. On Linux, you can use a bunch of different software. In this video, I'm doing just a quick overview of this thing. So I have a Windows laptop set up over here, and I have it connected via HDMI, and I'm going to plug the adapter into it. Over here, I have my Mac, and I'm going to plug this into the port. So they do have USB 2 and USB 3.0 versions of this. When I pull this up in the little hardware manager on my Mac, it just shows it's running at 480 megabits per second. So I don't know if it's running at USB 3 speeds. So I'll plug that in. And I have QuickTime set up here, and there it recognized it right away. If you click this little box next to your record button, this says USB video number 2 and USB digital audio. So I'm just choosing this as I would any other webcam. If I hit FaceTime, it would show me using the built-in camera. So I can hit record here, and now I'll play this video back on my Windows computer. This is a really slow computer, so the glitchiness is probably the Windows going slow. Okay, there we go. So you can see this captures pretty fast. This doesn't look great because like I say, the Windows machine is the limitation here, not the actual video capture. I don't know why it just went to, oh, it was done. No, it's not. So yeah, maybe I should have set up a better thing there. But from my testing I've done on this, this seems to be able to handle like high-speed video changes and stuff. So I'll stop this now, and I'll play it back. Me forward ahead. Okay, there we go. So it was able to record that. So I'll close this out and I'll save it. So I pulled up the video I just recorded with FFmpeg, and it will tell me some specs about the video. So we see here it says this is what QuickTime's doing, not necessarily the adapter. QuickTime is saving this as ProRes standard, and it's 1920 by 1080 and 84,000 kilobits per second, 25 frames per second. And the audio is 96,000 hertz, one channel, 16-bit, 1500K speed. So I've been testing this on Mac, Windows, and Linux, and you get kind of different specs with each system. So on the systems I tested it, running it through QuickTime on the Mac actually had the lowest latency of any of the systems, which was kind of impressive. So this seems to be kind of a slick little dongle for what it does, but I'm going to talk about some of the potential negatives of it. One of them is that there's only one port here. If you look at my game capture, it has input and output, so it does pass through. So you can pass a signal here through to your monitor. So if you're wanting to game or something, this is better for gaming if you have just one monitor, because you can pass your signal through here, you can play on the thing, and it's recording. Another option, on many systems you could set this up with a dual screen thing that's mirroring, so you have one of your outputs go to your monitor and then the mirrored screen goes to the capture card. I've been trying this with FFmpeg, and if you followed my channel for a while you know that I do a lot of FFmpeg videos. I've had this working with FFmpeg, but it's not perfect, so I'm planning on making some future videos about that. I did a video where I recorded someone talking. It was like a really old video, and I let it record for like 5 minutes, and it didn't seem to drift much on the lip syncing. It stayed in sync with the video, because that can be a problem sometimes with these cheap capture cards. But I did record something with this and this at the same time, and they both seemed okay, but they were drifted apart from each other. So I don't know if one's speeding up or the other one's slowing down, or maybe both are doing it wrong. I don't know. So in this video, I just wanted to do a basic introduction to this thing. If there's anything you want me to test with this, let me know. I have a Mac, PC, Windows, Raspberry Pi. I'll probably be making videos on all those systems, but if there's something specific you want to see, let me know and I can try and test it out. But it's pretty amazing to me that this cheap little thing even exists because of how much you pay for the HD home run. Another thing you could do is run this into a splitter. So you have your splitter, one goes to the monitor, one goes to this device. Oh, and I also tested this with a 4K signal. So you can put 4K in here and it will output 1080p. And on the Mac running QuickTime, this video is 1080p. I don't see a way to adjust that. Now in FFmpeg you can adjust it because there's like different modes, just like a webcam would have, and you could select the mode you want. So you could do like 640 by 480 or 720p. You can do different frame rates, things like that. There's a huge list of them it shows. So I thought this was a pretty interesting thing. Again, I have an affiliate link in the description on eBay for this thing if you want to get one. But in the meantime, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.